Welcome to a new story unfolding on the financial landscape, the story of Agridime. This innovative company came onto the scene promising high returns on investments in cattle. The concept was simple, yet captivating. Put your money into the cattle business and watch your investment grow. It was a pitch that resonated with many. A staggering $40 million was poured into this venture from hopeful investors spread across 15 diverse states in the United States. The lure of easy profits and the promise of a secure investment had people flocking to Agridime, eager to be a part of this unique opportunity. If you're finding this intriguing, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to this channel for more insights. However, not everything was as it seemed with Agridime. Agridime's promise was simple, yet lucrative. The company positioned itself as a conduit between investors and the world of cattle trading. Investors were promised substantial returns on their investment, with the unique selling point being an opportunity to buy cattle on paper. This was an attractive proposition for many, drawing in a substantial amount of people who invested their hard-earned money, hoping to reap the benefits of this flourishing trade. However, the promise of prosperity soon turned into a pitfall. Investors found themselves in a precarious situation when they noticed a glaring discrepancy. They had purchased cattle, yet the returns they were promised were nowhere in sight. This alarming revelation sparked suspicion among the investors, leading some to label the venture as a Ponzi scheme. But why is Agridime being called a Ponzi scheme? Let's look into that. A Ponzi scheme, named after Charles Ponzi, who became notorious for using the technique in the 1920s, is a fraudulent investing scam promising high rates of return with little risk to investors. That's what is being suspected of Agridime, the company that had 40 million people investing in cattle on paper. Now, let's break down the characteristics of a Ponzi scheme to understand why these suspicions are arising. A Ponzi scheme generates returns for older investors by acquiring new investors. This is similar to a pyramid scheme in that both are based on using new investments to pay previous ones. Does it sound familiar? It's because Agridime promised high returns to the people who invested in their cattle business. But as time went by, none of the investors saw a dime. It's like a castle built on sand. Once the flow of new investors stops, the whole structure collapses. The Securities and Exchange Commission has had its say on the matter. They have expressed concern about Agridime's operations, echoing the worry of the investors spread across 15 states. High returns, little risk, and no payouts? It certainly paints a picture of a Ponzi scheme. But it's not just the investors and the SEC who are skeptical. Several financial experts have also called Agridime's business model into question. They argue that it mirrors the characteristics of a Ponzi scheme too closely for comfort. With such heavy accusations, what does Agridime have to say? Facing a storm of accusations, Agridime has not remained silent. In the midst of the turmoil, the company has been vocal in defending its position. Agridime staunchly denies being a Ponzi scheme, pointing out the intricate business model that's more than just cattle on paper. It's a complex, layered system of investments, they argue, based on legitimate agricultural ventures. Agridime has also taken steps to address the situation. They've brought in third-party auditors to review their financials and have promised full cooperation with the Securities and Exchange Commission. They've held town hall meetings with investors, pledging transparency and offering reassurances. But these actions have done little to quell the storm. Critics argue that it's all a show, a smokescreen to hide the truth. The company's defense, they say, is just more of the same promises that lured investors in the first place. As the story continues to unfold, the fate of Agridime and its investors hangs in the balance. The Agridime story serves as a reminder of the risks inherent in investment. In this tale of promise and pitfall, a substantial amount of people wrestle with the reality of their paper cattle investments. Accusations of a Ponzi scheme loom large, while the Securities and Exchange Commission's words echo in the background. Amidst the uncertainty, Agridime's stance remains a point of interest. This investigation, like many, continues to unfold. Thank you for watching. Please like this video, check out other videos on this channel, and subscribe to this channel for more intriguing stories.